global market action. How will these overnight cues impact our own markets? We have our research team joining in with how the trade setup looks like and the stocks that are likely to be in news. First up, Vivek joins in to get all the market cues that you need to watch out for today. Vivek, good morning. It's been absolutely flat the last couple of days. What are you picking up?
Well, good morning. So if you had missed yesterday, you'd probably feel that, the Nifty hasn't gone anywhere because the Nifty absolutely closed flat line. Now, when you're talking about overnight cues, continue to remain quite supportive, quite mixed as far as the US was concerned. But the Dow managed to go ahead and post the 6th straight winning streak as far as the entire market was concerned. Now, talking about oil prices, something that, like we mentioned yesterday, oil prices have cooled up quite significantly. In fact, in the week gone by, it was down almost 10%. And yesterday, that helped the rally as far as the OMCs was concerned. WTI futures, Brent futures now hovering around the $79 and $84 a barrel mark, respectively. Now, coming to the Indian market, like we said, volatile, choppy trading session, but the Nifty ended near the flat line. The broader market outperformance was something that we saw in yesterday's trading session. What did extremely well in the session yesterday? It was the auto pack, especially the auto ancillary pack. Bharat Forge results, stock up almost 15%. Hero Motor2 towards the end of the trading session declared its results. That also did quite well. On the other hand, you also saw OMCs do quite well, but it was the private banks, that was the big drag. So HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, they were the ones that did see some amount of pressure coming about. Now, talking about results reaction, yesterday post-market hours, extremely heavy day in terms of the number of results that did come through. So L&T, TVS Motor, Tata Power, Piramal, just to name a few, that will react to the results that they declared post-market hours yesterday. Today, SBI will be declaring results. All eyes will be on that, and that will give further direction as to how exactly the PSU banking pack will move. Asian Paints, PNB2, GIFT Nifty indicating a mildly positive start for our own markets.
It's an earnings heavy day. Thanks a lot, Vivek, for joining in and listing out all the market cues to watch out for. Over to Sudarshan now, who would list out the stocks that you need to watch out for. Sudarshan, good morning.
Morning, Hama. So first, I'll start with L&T, which has reported earnings. Margin has missed estimates and the guidance. Order book is well above guidance. It's up 30% year-on-year. Revenue is up 15% and margin has slipped 50 bips year-on-year. For FY25, company says order inflow growth is seen at 10% and revenue growth is seen at 15%. TVS Motor earnings are above estimates. Company has reported margin above 11% for third straight quarter. Revenue is up 24% and margin has risen 100 bips year-on-year. Company says EBITDA journey will continue to improve quarter after quarter, and this year will be launching three-wheeler electric vehicle. Tata Power earnings are largely in line. Revenue is up 27%. Margin has fallen 70 bips year-on-year, and contribution of coal profits has dipped versus core business. Piramal Enterprises mixed Q4. NI is flat Q-on-Q but up 36% year-on-year. Net interest margin has come in at 6.8%, which is down 50 bips sequentially, but asset quality is stable. Gross NPA is unchanged at 2.4%. Sula Vineyards operating numbers have fallen year-on-year. Profit is down 4%. Margin has slipped 310 bips. BSE higher expenses have dragged margin. Operating expenses have risen 40% and margin has fallen 500 bips sequentially. Keep an eye on Muthoot Finance and Manappuram Finance. Sources say RBI has sent advisory to NBFCs on loan cash disbursal. RBI tells NBFCs to strictly adhere to Income Tax Act provision on cash disbursement, and NBFCs should not disburse loan amount in excess of rupees 20,000 in cash. So keep an eye on these two stocks.
We'll keep an eye out on this RBI notice to the NBFCs as the show goes by. But thanks a lot, Sudarshan, for joining in. And lastly, Nigel is here with cues from the F&O space. Nigel, the Nifty did not move yesterday, but it's the options expiry today. What are you tracking?
Well, that's right. Hormuz, when the markets don't move and the Nifty doesn't move, the option writers had a blast yesterday because, on both sides you made money if you wrote calls as well as puts. And it seems the S&P 500 as well took a cue because that one as well ended as flat as can be overnight. What did the FIs do? Well, in yesterday's trading session, they unwound some longs, 11,000 contracts odd, and they added 15,000 short contracts, which is a swing factor from 26,000 contracts. And that's why if you look at it, if you just pull up the chart, you'll see just 5 sessions ago, they were net long. Now they're net short with closer to 91,000 contracts on the short side. So a net short market is something that you like. In the past, we have also seen 1.5 lakh contracts. But normally when you see around 1 lakh contracts or you get a bit of a bounce, though now we have a big verdict, which is the election verdict that's ahead of us. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. What about the options data? 22,400 call, that was fairly active, and 22,300 put, that was fairly active. And the premium I've given is the comparison with the start of the trading session. So the premium came down for calls, came down for puts as well. So just plugging in those numbers, you're getting a broad range that comes up for you on the screen. On the downside, 22,185, which is in fact yesterday's low. And on the upside, 22,450. Remember, today's weekly expiry, so that's going to be important as well. The levels come up for you on the screen. The Nifty Bank, important level out there, the 20 DMA, that's 300 points away from where it closed. So you like to see that taken out on the upside. Well, on the downside, you don't want the 50 DMA to get taken out. Stocks that are tracking, we have two stocks, Canara Bank as well as PEL, that's Pyramid Enterprises, that came out, went into the F&O ban. So we'll keep an eye out on both these two. Back to you.
50 DMA, the level to watch out for the Nifty. Thanks a lot, Nigel, for joining in. And time for a short break here on Power Breakfast.